Hello, let's do Wordle for August 6th. Let's spin our members wheel, see what we're starting with today. If you remember, you can add 1, 2, or 5 words to the wheel, depending on your tier. Ooh, Quaily, suggested by Pamalam. I do not remember ever starting with Quaily. Maybe I have. Yeah, that should be interesting. 2 Ys. All right, Quaily. All right, so this is good, because not only have we learned there's not 1 Y, we also know there's not 2 Ys. So, definitely avoiding the Y. What if I just move this O to the middle? I like moving vowels to the middle. We can do an RO. Common letters, STR. Maybe we could do a TRO then. We want S or N. We could end in E for sure. We want that E. So trope. I don't mind trope. Is there something better? Maybe I could do like an ROTE. No, there's not one of those. How about shore? I actually kind of like that. There's spore, there's store. Store is even better. Store, perfect. It's like stare, but with an O. All right, we have an R. So maybe I was right on the right track with an RO there. We could do something like droop. But let's try like groan first. It gets the N and it tests a new vowel instead of double O. Whoa. Okay, I didn't expect that. Gotta get lucky sometimes. I bet there were a bunch of words left. It just felt like groan was a good follow up. I wasn't thinking too hard about it. Droop was another possibility for sure. I don't know. There are probably a million of them. Broil, no, there's no L. Anyway, let's check with the bot and see how lucky I got. So the answer was groan. We were in hard mode, and I went Quaily here. Ooh, it's suggesting trone. Interesting. I was trying to think of a TRO blank E. I didn't know trone was accepted. Probably wouldn't have guessed that anyway. Drone, interesting. Prone. It really wants that, but I mean, there's 296 words, so I mean, it's interesting that store isn't in the list. All right, store. So it's saying there's 23 words left. A more. There's a French word for people who want a French word to be the answer. You go for a more instead of a do. All right, aroma, broad, brood. Brown. There's just so many. Wow. So the fact that I got grown, like it's not even in the list. Drown is in the list, but that's a different groan. W1. All right. I mean, groan is in the list, and it's not a bad guess. It's the third. See, these are all 2.565. These are 2.609. So yeah, it's in that third group. All right. So obviously, groan was the winner. So it would go with trone. And then now we have that round trap that it's concerned about. So it's going to go something like brown, and then now it's down to groan or groin. Ooh, groin was possible too. So 50-50 on that. Interesting. I wonder if they'd make groin the answer. What do you think? I probably, if I had the choice of these two, I'd always go groan, because I would say of the two, it's more likely to ever be an answer, but we'll see. Interesting. So I beat the bot there. Let's look at cell A. Acorn with just the A. It goes acorn. That's fun. Ooh, and that goes straight to groan. So it was like, I need to make sure I match ranks today. Let's look at least. Interesting. With just the A, it's going to go with Karen now. And then now we're down to 4. Adorn, groan, organ, and Roman. Wow, those yellows are really doing a lot of work there. So it's saying go groan or organ. So it's got a 50-50 in 3 or 4. So it might go organ and then groan. Or it might just go straight groan. And let's look at a dew. With just the A, it goes clasp. Ranty. You're being very ranty right now. Groan, Koran. That's the biblical text, the Quran. An organ. All right. So again, down to groan, organ. Interesting. Just gets it's in 4 and 5. Cool. I want to actually check trace, because trace is, at least, I don't know if I've analyzed when I did my analysis way back when, trace was the best starting word if you want to get it in 2. Unfortunately, it does not. Reduces it to 15 options. So you have 1 and 15 to get it in 2 for this case, but it goes arbor. And then we're down to that grown organ. I mean, they're anagrams of each other, right? So, of course. unless you lock in that O middle or G first, you're going to have that anagram. Cool. Well, that is enough analysis and enough for this video. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games, and the bonus game today was a similar game to Wordle, so you might want to watch that. You just got to click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.